Hello and welcome to another episode of Pivot Points Rants. I'm Dennis,
And I'm Brian.
and today we're going to be talking about unsolicited dick pics. And this is an area of not a specific annoyance for me because it is not a personal issue, but it is something that has been really pissing me off lately because it's been impacting a lot of people I know, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah, that's I'm still composing myself from you saying
Okay.
what it is that we're talking about. I mean,
No, in fact, it's actually an issue that I was recently discussing with someone who has been sent a fair number of these recently, and we were discussing the reasons why. Like, what's the objective behind it?
I don't know. I've never gotten I understand the solicited dick pic and the solicited nude picture from women or whatever the equivalent is for whatever task you currently have at hand for but I understand that aspect of it, but the unsolicited, I've never understood that at all. It's not like people are fish that you're gonna catch
Right.
by just throwing your worm out there and
Right.
they're
right.
like,
Well,
oh, that dick looks so beautiful. I just want to
oh God,
talk
yeah.
to this guy.
I have to respond. I have to respond to this in a positive manner because it's just so fantastic. Of all the penises, this is clearly the king.
I really like the
no.
birthmark at the base.
But the fucked up thing is, there probably are guys that really think that, or something similar. Maybe not that exact line of reasoning, but that is probably the motivation behind some of them.
I personally just refuse to believe that. Okay, if you are a guy who sends dick pics out unsolicited to women, please comment below and let us know why you do it.
But the other theory that, beyond that whole guys actually hoping it works, they figure if I send out 1,000 dick pics, maybe one person responds to it positively. So that's probably the thought behind behind some of those people.
I guess I've never heard of a woman responding to it, or a man for that matter, responding to it positively.
But just because we've never heard of it doesn't mean there isn't somebody out there who won't let that thought get in their head.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
guess
I mean?
not, yeah.
So, nobody, there's nobody that says that human beings have to be rational about this. So,
well, I mean, and it's not completely unrational, right? Like if you're not looking for anything serious, or if you're not, if you're not feeling very discerning that night and some guy sends you a picture of a dick and you're like, that's sizable. I wouldn't mind having that inside me. Whatever, let's respond.
Right. I mean, I could see the thought process. It's a little insane, I think, to really think it's going to be effective. I think it just takes a lot of ignorance. It takes a lot of ignorance of people. But I think actually the more likely reasoning behind most, and this is one that the person in question brought up, was that it's more of a power play sort of thing. It's like it's more from their perspective. They can send it to you, make you feel bad for it, and the only way you can't prevent them from doing that so long as you're going to have your profile out there. Like they can send that to you, and yeah, you could block them, but that doesn't that doesn't prevent the fact that they made you see their dick.
Well, this topic that I thought was going to be fun and stupid just got really sad, because that is a very good point that makes me pretty fucking angry.
Yeah, it's pissing me off.
And well, when you said it was pissing you off, I just thought you were like, God, I'm so sick of, I don't know, dicks flying around on the internet, and every once in a while I get slapped in the cheek by one, and it's just infuriating. I didn't think there was actually going to be
I wish the problem were that innocuous, because it would be much better in that case. To me it's actually something I think that is really sad. It's a sad reality that a lot of people, almost exclusively women, have to put up with on a very regular basis these days, and so often the counter is, well, don't make your profile open. Don't post a picture that is even remotely suggestive. Don't post a picture that even shows you at all. Don't do it. It's like, no, women should not have to. That's the same. That's almost like saying, well, a woman got raped. Well, what were you wearing? It doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
Why would you even let that pop into your head? And it's like, but it's frustrating, And what frustrated me was that, I was talking to this particular friend, And that idea did come into my head. It's like, well, I'm like, the only thing I can think of would be, I can't remember if they suggested at first, not like suggested changing their profile picture, but they were just wondering at why they were getting them. And I just put that stuff out there. I'm like, well, they can see your blah, blah, blah. But it's like, it shouldn't matter. You should be able to be open about, you should be able to show your face on the internet and not have dudes throwing dick pictures at you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this should not be a thing. Like,
if you could be a professional dick examiner, and people still shouldn't be sending you unsolicited pictures of their dick. Like,
yeah. No, I'm not going to make this about the people that are getting them. I'm sorry. I can't bring myself to do that. Yeah, sure. Would you probably get fewer of them if you made your profile private and, took your picture down, stuff like that? Yeah. But that's not that's not the point.
Well,
the point
is, you'd probably get, people would probably get mugged less if they didn't leave their homes. And,
right.
People probably would, people definitely would get hurt less if they just weren't born in the first place. So,
exactly.
How far do you want to take this, really?
Stop having babies. That's the answer to all of these problems. Just don't reproduce.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, you could, depending on how reductionist you want to get, then yeah, you can get down to that point. Or here's a shocking thought. Why don't we start having a conversation as guys about maybe this isn't something we should be fucking doing?
I'm down with that.
Yeah,
not sending pictures of my dick all over the place.
Right, and I think that's where the conversation needs to be at, is highlighting how problematic it is that these guys, okay, if there's guys out there that just have no clue and really think they're doing something, edgy, but, romantic in some fucked up way.
Edgy and altruistic.
Yeah, but that's one issue. But I really think that my friend was, our friend was on the right page with this, in that it's more of a power play. It's more of like a dominance. It's more of a in your face kind of, just like actually slap across the face, that they can.
That might be a little on the nose.
So and that's a problem, and it pisses me off. That's my rant.
Well, now I'm pissed too.
Congratulations.
I wasn't expecting to get there with you, but now I'm here too, and now I'm fucking. You know what? Like, it's just,
I could see this tying into a bigger episode down the road. I really can. Not an episode dedicated to dick pics, but it's
the dick pic spectacular.
No, but I could definitely see this tying into a bigger subject down the road. So.
Oh. Jeez,
but anyway,
I don't know how to fucking deal with this. You've put me in a weird place. Thanks a lot.
No problem, man. And I at the very least, maybe some folks are kind of thinking about it in a different perspective. And yeah, it is. We laugh about it, but it fucking sucks.
Well, it really does. And I hope anybody out there listening knows I'm not laughing because some woman is having to sift through a mound of dick pics in her inbox. I'm laughing because there are actually guys out there doing this and thinking that somehow they're not total fucking tools for doing it.
Yeah, exactly. There's guys out there that are convinced that they aren't being absolute assholes, absolute dickheads, if you will, in the process of sending their.
Yeah, I'm going to say your verbiage today is pretty on the nose.
Like, this is an issue that's really pissing me off. So,
well,
on that note, everyone, thank you all for listening again. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, leave a comment.